Talk to do say people, this your boy Double O Melo, and I am back with another video. Why am I over here? I mean, perfect. Anywho, let me see. Let's start it off with something clean, something smooth, something on point. Let me see. Let me see. Do I have it? Do I have? I have something. Listen to this. You know I gotta start off with some form of music before we get into the video. Make sure you hit the like button, support the movement. And let me see, I got this off of TikTok. I'm so hurt that TikTok is leaving, bro. I've been binge watching any and everything that I can, been trying to see and what's gonna be the next social media app, because I'm telling you now, I'm going to delete my Facebook eventually. I only keep it because of the family, like my grandma, my aunties, stuff like that. Instagram, I don't want it at all. The only reason I use it is because my girl sends me DM reels, pics, and stuff like that from there. But personally, I don't even use Instagram no more. I can't even remember the last time I posted anything on Instagram worthwhile. And Twitter, cool. X is cool. I rock with X. Make sure y'all follow me on there. We got 30 away from monetization. But it ain't like TikTok, man. This is just something about TikTok. The information, the people there, the orders, the Temu orders, like, I'm gonna miss it. But hopefully they get bought, right? Or, you know what I'm saying, they figure it out in court. But TikTok actually leads into this video that I'm finna drop for y'all today. So, and it's a very important one. It's very important. So let's get into it, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much on this one. So, it's late night over here, so this is like a pre-recording, so as long as y'all know. This dude name is AJ the Great. I seen him on TikTok. Just listen to it. Just listen to it, man. Cause I gotta start off with some music.
Lately I've been using my heart to reveal those who lately have been using my heart. See, I've been using my art to articulate my deepest artifacts. I don't send emojis, I send my thoughts with my heart attached. Mama like, boy, when you gon' find you a wife? For the last year, I've been redefining my life. While out on my journey, I went and found me a knife and cut off those who was blocking me from finding my light. Switches was off, now I'm on. Now I'm shining in dark spaces. Y'all stay in the lines, but I don't fit in your park spaces. My universe parallel. I learn from every L. I flip the L's to a 7. God is all I feel. I'm led by the spirit. Listen close, you can hear it. It's just a sample of my talent. Get a master gon' clear it. And I own all my royalties. I'm crowned like royal, traded to liquid and fortitude. They watching me royal. I pour out my heart. I hope you get the vision. See, I've been talking to God. These ain't bars, these scriptures. These ain't songs, these songs. Total me through the life.
Yeah, that boy crazy. Hey, I don't. The audio probably ain't the perfect, but you know what I'm saying. You get the gist. Unfortunately, these are some of the features that Cam need to fix. Like, I might do a separate video, like some of the things that I want to see Cam Studio do for the iPad, because I've been using it heavily more because I'm barely home at times, and this is like the only way I can make videos. But I like the setup of how it functions on the iPad. It's missing some key features. And again, this is not a paid promotion for these guys, because guess what? I'm talking about it because I love the product personally. Like, I personally use it. And maybe I need to do a video like things I want to see improve with it, and see what happened with it. But anywho, let's get into it. So everybody knows that today, I'm dropping this on Monday. So Monday, I guess the court's supposed to be determining if they're going to extend the court hearing for TikTok to get banned or not banned in the United States of America. And the Supreme Court supposed to be making that determination this Monday. Well, today, once you see this recording. And we're going to see if either on the 19th, I believe, if TikTok is going to be fully banned and moved, or um, a U.S. company is going to end up buying TikTok. Come to find out, a little bit behind just a little, small info, even though it's Chinese, owned by Chinese people, TikTok is actually not an entity. I think it has some U.S. Um, owners, in a sense of the data centers that they use are in Virginia. None of the information or data is sent to China. Is all stored on U.S. soil. This is just things that was spoke upon at the court hearing, and for TikTok. So it's weird. It's not weird in a sense if you have been under a rock for the last like maybe 4 or 8 years. It's weird, but it isn't. If it's new to you, this is something that's a little informational, FYI, on the reason why it's such a heavy attack on TikTok. TikTok ended up getting a spotlight put on them, per se, and from my understanding, from when I found out about TikTok and its impact, when the French or UK was having riots because of the government. They'll go and they was having some form of protesting against the government, and American news tried to portray it as if, it was cookies and cream and it wasn't a serious situation, no casualties, and nobody was being harmed or hurt. And come to find out, when you logged into TikTok, people was actually uploading and showing the real carnage and mayhem that was going on with the people against the government out there in the country. And it really was an eye opener to a lot of people, in the sense of how U.S. news, will try to cover up things to try to hide from the American people. And it showed how social media could be a form of education, in the sense of letting you be aware of what's going on in real time in different parts of the countries and of the world. And the people that didn't like that at all. They didn't like this information at all. And so it came down to them, because it was around the time Trump was in office the first time, and they was trying to get someone to buy TikTok. I remember Microsoft actually throwing their hat in as people that wanted to possibly buy it around that time. But that fell to the wayside, and it continued to go on to where we at in this current day with the tariff situation and Trump coming back into office. So you might be like, Melo, I'm just giving you a brief question. You like, what does this have to do with video gaming? Like, who really cares? Well, due to the ramification of what's going on with TikTok, it has now spilled over to Tencent. Now, if you don't know what Tencent is, I'm not even privy to what Tencent is at one point. I just know it's a Chinese company, and they like Microsoft. They're like a monopoly. Like, you can't. They got their hands in everything related to Chinese companies and businesses. They either got a percentage in, they majority stockholders, or they just own them all outright. So they just own whatever it is. And America has decided to, just recently, like a couple days ago, I think, maybe 6 days ago, 7 days ago, America decided to pretty much put them on a military, deemed Tencent to be a military company for China, which is a conflict of interest, in the sense of we don't want you operating on U.S. soil as a, as a military company, a military company. You're not finna overstep the United States and our military. So y'all might be looking like, okay, they labeling them as a military company. Okay, what does that affect gaming? Well, come to find out with Tencent has, again, hands and stocks and shares in a lot of massive games. Games like Path of Exile, League of Legends, Epic, which involves Fortnite. It involved Gears of War. Um, um, I think they got stocks in Ubisoft also, massive shares in Ubisoft. This is monumental and impactful in a lot of ways. So with Trump coming into office and he already saying that he's 100% tariffing any company that's one part of BRICS and two are selling goods in the United States and the U.S. is not getting their fair shake or percentage off of you selling products and services on the U.S. soil, that means that now that we are labeling you a military entity, which is the company Tencent, certain games may be either pulled off the shelves, could possibly, I don't know, but it could be an impact on the sales of certain games, the access to these games as well. They can be deemed not U.S. games, services where they cannot be played on the game on the U.S. and they could pull them from gaming stores or cut off the U.S. servers for those particular games. This is just all hypothetical. This is just saying what could happen down the pipeline, because the same thing that they're doing to TikTok is the same thing that they could be doing to these video games in the future due to their involvement with Tencent. And I don't see Tencent liquidating or removing themselves from these companies so that they can function in U.S. Marketplace. No, that's not going to happen at all. So I can see them actually removing those games, and you're losing access to those games due to the fact that we are the U.S. consumers, and I'm only talking on the U.S. consumer side of things, and because of the tariff situation and the United States deeming Tencent as a military operating company. So I wanted to just put that out in the air, and it's mainly due to the tariff that this is possibly going to happen. And again, it may be go under the radar and nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? Nothing even comes of this, and this video is just not even needed to be mentioned. But as of right now, if it happens to come down the pipeline and it continues to be what it is right now, and like I say, the United States want to carry out and be malicious and do exactly what they did to to TikTok, they can turn around and do it to Tencent and tell them, hey, if you don't give control over to these XYZ games and the content that they are giving on U.S. soil, they can't be played or assessed on the U.S. platforms. And it could be a possible removal, or, they play ball. But that's let me know what y'all think about this situation. Like I said, this is all hypotheticals and possibilities that could come down because, once again, I don't have no real backing with what I'm saying outside of the facts that Tencent is part of these companies. They own Path of Exile and League of Legends and Fortnite, and they part of Epic Games, which involve Gears of War and Ubisoft, which part, Ubisoft got all type of games involving, even with the Assassin's Creed game that's just about to come. And again, if the American if the American government is willing to go as far as to remove TikTok, which is a platform that generate billions of dollars year in, year out, they willing to part ways with them because they did not allow an American company to take over the American version of TikTok. Why would they do the same thing with Tencent down the pipeline, and especially with them putting that label on them? There's a reason why they mark them with that label of a military company, because maybe in the near future the actions that they're going to take to either remove games or remove the things that's involved around Tencent off of the U.S. soil. So let me know what y'all think. This your boy Double O Melo. One love and God bless. Peace.